What is going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Rangovidmanga12 here, and we're back with Flashpoint issue 2, and I honestly have to say that I did make a little bit of a mistake in the previous issue when I said that Bruce's mother died as well. I completely forgot that Martha Wayne became the Joker. Like, that is crazy, and I thank you guys for reminding me of that. Now, it's been a while since I did the previous issue. I think it's been like 2 weeks, something like that. Just been focusing on Secret Wars and Ultimate Spider-Man, but now we're back with Flashpoint issue 2. And as we saw in issue 1, Thomas Wayne is now Batman. Aquaman and Wonder Woman are fighting against each other to take over the planet, and all this crazy stuff is happening. So let's jump into the issue and see what's next. So right off the bat, we're thrown right in there, and we can see that we've been introduced to Deathstroke of this universe, well, this time, should I say, and he's looking slightly different. He looks a little bit more like a pirate, a little bit more like a leader. He doesn't seem as bad. Maybe he's a good guy, because they are dealing with gods right now, so I'm not particularly, like, familiar with every DC character in the universe, but I don't know who this person is that's been electrocuted. Like, obviously I used to know, but right now the name escapes me, so maybe you guys can help me out and put it in the comments below. Or I could just go and search it up after this video, which I'll probably do, but yeah, just let me know in the comments below. And Deathstroke realizes that they have gone too far into land, and that is when they discover that they are in some real danger. And as they go to turn the boat around, I think we also got a little sneak peek at Clayface there as well of this timeline, so that's really interesting to see. But Deathstroke tells everyone to get to the stations, turn the boat around before they get flipped over and everything goes crazy. And just as he says that, it does. And I'm not too sure that this is Aquaman. I think this is just someone from Atlantis, like one of Aquaman's soldiers, because I remember Aquaman being bigger. And they actually appear on the boat and refer to Deathstroke as Ocean Master. So maybe he's known for being on the seas in this timeline, I'm not too sure. But as you can see, he says no survivors. We'll just have to expect Deathstroke to be dead now. That must be the end of Deathstroke, surely. But then we go back over to Thomas Wayne as Batman, and of course Barry Allen the Flash, without his powers, if you remember. And he's pretty much still trying to come to terms with what's happening. And Batman goes into interrogation mode and starts breaking Barry Allen's fingers. And it gets a little brutal. Like, Batman just starts throwing him all over the place, hardly giving Barry Allen a chance to explain himself. And when he does explain himself, he does not believe him one bit. He thinks that he belongs in Arkham, he thinks that he's crazy. And you can really see the different styles of Batman shine through here, you know, between Bruce Wayne and Thomas Wayne. Like, Thomas Wayne is very, very brutal and has, like, no mercy, whereas at least Bruce Wayne listens to people and has, like, his intellect with him. Now, as you can see on screen, this is a very important part of the comic because the new timeline's memories are merging with Barry Allen's original memory. So basically, Barry Allen is losing his memory and they are adapting to the new timeline. So now he knows that what happened with Aquaman, he knows what happened with Wonder Woman, he knows why they are fighting, etc. And the longer he's in this timeline, the more and more he's going to become a part of that timeline. So he's pretty much got to become the Flash and fix this as fast as he can. Now he finds his Flash ring, and what comes out of it is the Reverse Flash costume. Of course, that kind of indicates that Reverse Flash did this. And I love how even Thomas Wayne thinks that Eobard is a strange name. I mean, Eobard Thawne, but obviously he's from the future, so that's going to make sense. Barry Allen begins to tell Batman, like, a little bit of a rundown of where he's come from and, like, what life he had, about how his mother was murdered and how his father died in prison. And then Batman says, you mentioned that Bruce was alive, and that is when Barry Allen reveals that Bruce Wayne used to be Batman. And that is when Barry Allen finally grabs the attention of Thomas Wayne, because obviously Thomas Wayne would give anything to have Bruce back to life, even if it meant giving his own. Of course, you can also see that Barry's explaining that he needs to get his powers back, and the way he does that is just awesome. Now, moving on throughout the comic, we go over to what seems to be London, and as you heard, London has been taken over by the Amazons and of course Wonder Woman. We also become introduced to Stephen Trevor, and he's part of the United States Special Forces sent there to retrieve Lois Lane. And of course, in this series, well, in this timeline, Lois Lane is still a reporter, but she's a little bit more badass than the usual Lois Lane. So as you're probably seeing on screen right now, Wonder Woman, the leader of the Amazons, uses the lasso of truth on Stephen Trevor and actually forces him to tell everything about what's been going on and how Lois Lane has been staked out in New Themyscira for about 8 months, gathering intel secretly on all of the Amazons and stuff like that for Cyborg. And pretty much she knows every single move that Wonder Woman and the Amazons are going to make in the future, which gives the other side and of course the humans an advantage against her. We also get to see the merciless side of Wonder Woman shine through here, where she pretty much kills Steve Trevor, and then that is where it leaves off with him. So we just have to assume that he's dead. And then we go back over to Batman and Barry Allen, and they're setting up the electric chair, attaching all of the chemicals to recreate the accident that gave Barry Allen the powers of the Flash. It looks pretty deadly, this. I mean, imagine being struck by lightning. It surely can't be the greatest thing in the world, but this just shows how determined Barry Allen is to get these powers back. And Batman just pretty much thinks he's crazy. He thinks that he's absolutely insane for doing this. And as predicted by Barry Allen, the lightning strikes and everything seems to be going really well. The chemicals start mixing, everything starts falling into place. But then it backfires. Barry Allen suffers third-degree burns and Batman has to save him, and he looks like he could be on the edge of death right now. So that is where the issue ends, and to continue that, we're going to have to read the next issue in Flashpoint issue 3, and we're going to have to see how Barry Allen actually gets his powers back and what he's going to do with third-degree burns. Like, is he going to be alive? Is he going to be unconscious? What's going to happen? Well, you'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, guys, what did you think of this issue? Let me know in the comments section below. And of course, let me know if you're excited for Batman Arkham Knight, because of course this is a DC comic and it does feature Batman, so I thought I'd ask you anyway. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. We got introduced to new characters, we saw Barry Allen try and get his powers back, we got a little bit more character development with Batman and Thomas Wayne and stuff, so that was awesome. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Guys, hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, go to the links in the description to follow me on Twitter and Facebook for comic book news and updates, and of course, I will see you guys in my next video.